Hello everybody, this is Catalina1890 slash the Violet Vixen. Welcome to Guild Wars 2. This game it's an old passion of mine. Some of my older viewers might know it from one of my streams, but it never really occurred to me to do a series on this until yesterday, when a friend of mine said, hey, you should do a series on this. I'm interested in it, but I don't really know what to expect of it, and I would like to watch it. And I'm like, you know what? That sounds pretty good. I don't know why I never thought about it before. I mean, there are some Guild Wars 2 players out there. Some Guild Wars 2 YouTubers out there, and I'm subscribed to a couple of them. But it never occurred to me to be a Guild Wars 2 YouTuber. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to have two different kinds of videos, okay? One is going to be an actual playthrough that will be specific on a character who's specifically for performing for this channel, and then I might do some videos on all my other characters, because I've got a pretty impressive roster. But without further ado, let's go. So as you can see, this is the first screen you'll see when you go into character selection, and when you select a character, you get to select one of the 5 ancient races of Tyria. A popular choice I've noticed for a lot of YouTubers are the Asura, and as much as I love Asura, they have a lot of representation within the fandom and whatnot, but I don't notice a whole lot of Norn or Silvari here. Okay. Each race is pretty unique in its own way, and for the most part it's fairly cosmetic, which one you pick. Like, it's not like World of Warcraft or EverQuest where, race and profession combos will have different attributes and stuff. For the most part, it's literally just cosmetic. Like, you'll get different kinds of armor and whatnot, but the stats are more or less all the same across, all professions and stuff. But for now, we're gonna make another char. Because number one, I don't see any char YouTubers around. And number two, I really like them. I'm a cat person. So, we'll make a male char for consistency reasons. Females do tend to be a lot prettier, but we're gonna make a male one because, there's a consistency thing. I would eventually like to play through the entire story from the very beginning of Guild Wars 2 to, the current one, which is, at this time, the Icebrood Saga. And there was a voice change for the female char, and while I like her, I don't have any ill will towards the new female char voice actress. But, like, it's such a difference, it's so jarring, and I'll show you at some point. But because of how jarring the different voices is, and you're only gonna hear it within the newest content from the last few episodes of season 4 to the Icebrood Saga, it's really, freaky. So we're gonna make a male char. And these are the 9 classes, okay? / 9 professions. In total, there's actually 27 professions, okay? Because each class has 2 subclasses that you'll need the different expansions for. Revenant here is locked behind Heart of Thorns or Path of Fire, though at this time you can get both when you purchase Path of Fire. It's the way that these professions work, okay, is it's actually divided into a grid here, okay, and I'll probably try to draw something on screen for you, but basically this top corner up here, or this top page up here, are heavy melee classes, okay? These are the classes that rely mainly on like physical stats and whatnot, and they, obviously close range. This middle column here are for medium short range. They do have a much longer range than the physical classes, but it's not it's not as effective as, you know, like the last column. These ones rely primarily on tools of some kind and having some sort of entity fighting for you, except for the thief, but we'll get into that later. Uh, Thieves are more like, you know, striking from the shadows and whatnot. And then you have the light classes down here. The light classes are a little bit harder to play than the other two, because for the most part, they don't have a whole lot of survivability on their own. They rely on long distance magic and being able to effectively kite things, which can be kind of difficult to do in Guild Wars with the way that AI tracking works. Okay, now that we've distinguished between the three, you know, the three main classes, we're gonna go into the difficulty columns now. All the columns on the left, the warriors, the rangers, and the necromancers, are considered the easiest of their tiers. Okay, they are considered to be very friendly for new players, and as a Guild Wars 2 player veteran, I highly recommend necromancers as your starting character. Necromancers or rangers, with a heavy emphasis on necromancers. Necromancers are very self-sufficient. They can keep themselves alive fairly well, especially since they are more or less a squad in and of themselves. When you get a necromancer to the appropriate levels, you can have up to 8 minions at once who will fight things for you. And there actually used to be, I don't know if it's still true now, but there was a meta in the PvP sections where you were required to be half dead. It's insane. The middle column are a little bit more difficult. Like they're more moderate difficulty. I started with an elementalist, and I found it somewhat difficult, mainly because my elementalists in and of themselves are actually kind of weak. Okay, they are not tanky at all, and unless you build them to be it, they're gonna go down fairly easily without something to support them. Guardians are not necessarily difficult to play, but they are somewhat confusing. Like, they have a lot of skills, and for someone like me who likes to kind of learn as you play, it can be a little overwhelming. And then, of course, the last column here are the most difficult. Mesmers are just as confusing as Guardians, and they can be just as squishy as Elementalists. So, unless you build them right. And there are lots of different guides available for all the classes, by the way. Engineers rely mainly on a lot of, like, automatic turrets and guns and whatnot, and they're not too terribly difficult. I have an engineer, and I like her, though I like some of my other characters better. Like I said, Revenant is locked behind a paywall, and there actually is a fairly good reason for it. Revenants were not available when Guild Wars first came out, and they came out with Heart of Thorns. And like I said, there's a lot of lore and plot stuff involved with it, but we'll get into that, you know, at some point. So, for right now, this character is going to be... Let's see. You know what? We'll make this character a ranger. It's been a while since I've had a good ranger, and I'm really interested in what one of the alternate paths can do. But for right now, I will get into that later. We're going to completely ignore this. Let's see. So, rangers, okay, by the way, when you pick your profession, each profession has its own, like, set of special stuff that's unique to it. For rangers, obviously, that's the pets. And, different races have different starting pets. So we're gonna have a stalker as our pet. You can collect more throughout the world of Guild Wars. It's actually generally encouraged because some pets are better than the starter pets. Anyway, so Trouble may follow me, but this is purely cosmetic as well. This is for role-playing purposes. So we're gonna go with Dignity. This is also somewhat cosmetic, though. This is the part of the story where it asks you, you know, what you want your personal story to be like. Okay, this does actually affect your personal story. Let's see. For this one, we're gonna be Blood. Again, this also affects your personal story, but not to the same degree as the previous one. We're gonna go with Riva, because, you know, I like her. She's funny. This one affects a chapter of your personal story. You know what? We'll go with the Shaman. Okay. Let's see. There we go. We're gonna make him Yvex Screenrunner, since he's for my YouTube channel.
I am a Char. In this world of constant battle, I am the deadliest weapon of all. I respect no authority but the clenched fist of my legion. With engines of destruction, we have killed our gods. We reclaimed our homeland of Ascalon, and we planted victory banners on the graves of our enemies. Yet, if we waver, it could slip through our claws. Victory, at any cost. The Blood Legion is my mother. The Blood Legion is my father. We Char are born into battle. We live on the fields of war. And I will die fighting. I'm a soldier, a ground pounder, frontline infantry. I face the enemy head on. I've earned the respect of my comrades, and forged alliances I can call on in time of need. In the Blood Legion, we're taught the meaning of the word duty. We are relentless. Today, the soldiers of the Black Citadel assault the ghosts that plague this land. I've been assigned to reinforce the bulwark. Let the Ash Legion strike from the shadows. Let the Iron Legion build its machines of war. I will not stop fighting until the only thing left standing on the field of battle is me. This is my story.
Get out of my face, tutorial. Okay. So remember before how we completely ignored that one section that allowed us to customize the look of our character? This is the reason why. Now, this total makeover kit, this is locked behind a paywall as well. Okay, you can only get them through either getting very lucky with Black Lion Chest, which is an RNG box, or you can buy them directly for just a little under $5. I collect a lot of them. So, let's go ahead and get to the fun part. They made him super short. You know what? We're gonna keep him that way. gonna hide his armor for now. We'll color it later. Oh god, we can make him chonky. You know what? We're gonna go with that. Okay. There are quite a few nice fur patterns. I do really like that. You know, I've got so many albino cats. We're gonna make him a black cat. But not all black. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, that looks nice. That's also pretty nice right there. Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna go with this. Alright. Now the star in the upper left corner of each portrait here means exclusive to the Total Makeover kit. Some things are also available with the self-style kit, but that's only for hair. So, let's see. Let's go with a hair color that we can actually see for right now. Ow. Oh god, that's bright. Huh, I like that. I like that. Ha. Oh, that's not bad. And then of course we have some pretty standard hairs and stuff, or even no hair at all. I do really like that one. Okay. The problem with a lot of these hair colors is that you can't apply it to the entire fur, so it can tend to clash. Ooh, that's pretty nice. Why do I always default to pink and purple? Let's see. Oh, that's deep. Ooh, I like that. Don't worry, we'll get to... You know what, can we go for a lighter version of that? Ooh. Ooh, I like that. Okay. Now we'll get to the faces. I love the physics because of hair. Though female char have much better faces. You know what? We'll go with that one. I like that. I like those too. You know what? We'll go with that. We'll have them be super long. Now, as for eye color, you know what? We'll go with blurple. We could really make them squint. Alright, and with that, we are now good to go. Let's go, Yvette. Ow.
Hey,
Nope, we're gonna...
over here.
Oh, okay. I guess the cat wants to fight.
Hey, over here.
Oh, okay. We should also look into the wardrobe. So, first of all... gotta figure out what weapon skin I like. I have many different kinds of weapon skins available. Ooh, that's a pretty nice one. But you know what? We're gonna go with the fire-breathing longbow. Just because, why not? And I'm gonna have to change that every time I get a new weapon. Let's see. Is there a good outfit we would like? Oh, that's not bad. Ah! Ooh. That would work great if he was more of a warrior, but... oh! We'll do the ghostly outfit. Actually, should we? These ones that I'm clicking here that have the locks on them means I haven't bought them. I have not bought them yet. The ones that have the green exclamation point means I can buy them if I want to. Ow. Ooh, that's a pretty nice one. I like it. Huh. Ooh. Oh, that's nice. Ooh, I should get that for my Elementalist Helia. Okay, well, of the ones that I currently have, yeah, we'll go with that one. Then take care of that skull. I will need to get a headpiece on. We'll worry about that later. So dyes work as instead of having like a color wheel and stuff, you get dyes to color your stuff, and you get a beginner set. Like you get this set for to start with, not a bad color selection, and then for the rest, you'll need to unlock through various things. You can sometimes get them through missions. You'll get them through drops. You could get them through just playing the game. You can also get them from here, the Black Lion Trader, and you can also just immediately buy them off the trading post. Though keep in mind, you cannot use parts of the trading post or the gem store completely until you've bought one of the expansions. Until you bought the expansion, I should say. Anyway, so I always organize mine by hue. As you can see, I have quite an extensive collection, but not a complete one yet. I like shadow purple. Okay. And obviously, you know, the locked ones again are ones I have not unlocked yet.
You cannot win.
Let's see. I guess we'll keep with the, you know, blue and grayish thing for him. There we go. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Add to favorites. There we go. And apply. Mounts and glider skins we'll get into later. For right now, let's go right on ahead and continue the story.
Need your help, soldier. Tribune Brimstone has ordered me to the crypt. Too torn up to make it. What's so important that the Blood Legion Tribune is there? Ghost of Duberidin is far more powerful than we thought. His army just broke through our defenses. Ritlock's about to fight him head on. If he succeeds, it'll be weeks before the Ghost reforms. Then we can rebuild our perimeter. On my way.
Alright. Now if you look closely, here you'll actually see members of your warband fighting, not just the one that you picked. Let's see. Just gotta figure out where they are. Oh, there we go. Got Dinky, Uriel. Not all of them. Alright, good. We've opened up the crypt. Sometimes this is locked and you just have to wait. I'm not the only one who went with the cat starter. Alright, here we go. So, Guild Wars has been compared to World of Warcraft many, many times. Ah, stop it. And, you know, there are definitely elements of Minecraft in here. I will teach you about our skill bar in just a moment.
Mission accomplished. You're heroes now, boys and girls. Congratulations. Report back to Smokestead.
And thus we begin our journey proper.
I heard what you did down in that crypt, soldier. Impressive.
Tribune Brimstone was calling the shots. I just did my job.
Don't sell yourself short. You were part of the team that took down Baradin and stopped the ghost assault. Smokestead is safe now, and you helped make it that way. People are still on edge, though. It'd help if they saw someone like you making the rounds, lending a hand. The quicker we get this place squared away, the sooner the legions can get back to business. You can help. I'd rather have volunteers. But if I have to issue an order, I will.
That won't be necessary, Legionnaire. I hereby volunteer.
Okay. At this point, you will now head into our story. So you get different chapters of your personal story every 10 levels. Okay, your story journal right here, and this is what we have in the future. Okay, your personal story is just your war for Tyria against the dragons to begin with, and then you start digging more into it, starting in season 2 and going into Iceberg Saga. This is literally just a small history lesson. Season 1 was meant to be played, as it happened. Though, you can now go to different story stuff that's been in the past, as long as you have the expansion for it. I don't have season 2, obviously. Let's see. But anyway, so here we go. At this point, we can't do anything else story-wise until level 10, and I'll make that into a separate video in and of itself. So if you want to watch that, fine, but otherwise, if you want, you can just wait until the episode comes out, where I will post, what happens in level 10. But for right now, if you like this content, thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to see more, please like, comment, and subscribe. I will at least finish the personal story. The personal story is kind of bad. So, until then, bye!